So now we've talked about belief. Let's talk about the next word, the I, being intentional. So intentional is something done with intention, focus, or on purpose. Being intentional is something done with intention, focus, or on purpose. And see, I believe focus is a central point of attention or activity. We've said it already in camp so far. You got to be focused to be successful. You can't just go through the motions. You see, being intentional is something that all of us can do, right? What does that mean to be intentional? It means to be on purpose. It means to practice with a purpose when you're talking about football terms. Everything you do should be with a purpose, with focus. In his book, The On-Purpose Person, author Kevin McCarthy talks about a trigger. A trigger is a reminder for us to be on purpose. So as an example, when I walk in the office every morning, I turn a light switch on in my office wall. And that's my trigger to be on purpose for the day. Okay? That's my trigger to be focused and be intentional about what I'm going to do when I'm in the office. Everyone knows there's a world of distractions out there that can take us away from our focus, right? It would be easy for me to walk in my office and turn on my computer and get on the internet and start surfing the internet. I don't do that though, because when I flip my light switch on in the morning, that's my trigger, okay? To be on purpose, to be focused. The question is, what's your trigger? Okay? Is your trigger when you put your helmet on and you snap up your chin strap? Is your trigger when you pull your jersey on, tighten up your shoulder pads? Is your trigger when you clap, when you break the huddle? Whatever your trigger is, make sure you're using that to be focused, to be on purpose. See, with the right focus, you can find success in half the time. That's a quote from that Chicken Soup for the Soul guy I talked to you about earlier, Jack Canfield, in his book, The Power of Focus. And just think about that. I just told you how you can achieve success in half the time by being focused. Another quote by Jim Rohn, that motivational speaker I said earlier, he says, "Success is not something you create, rather it is something you attract by the person you become." I think that quote is so awesome, because if you subscribe to that belief, then success is really a byproduct of everything else you do. Success is not something you create, rather it is something you attract by the person you become. You see, with belief, trust, confidence, and focus, you become a better person, you become a better football player, and success will follow. And really, being intentional is about an attitude, okay? Attitude is a manner, disposition, or feeling, especially of the mind. Now you can underline the word mind. And the reason is, mind is an internal, self-controlled thing. Only you can control your mind. Therefore, you control your attitude. An attitude has such power. You can have a bad attitude, you can have a good attitude. You see, a bad attitude can manifest itself in so many ways. It can manifest itself in a dropped pass, in a missed tackle, in a missed assignment. A good attitude, on the other hand, can overcome those things. It can overcome disappointment or defeat. thing is, it's in your mind. You have the right attitude, you can overcome the bad things that happen to you on the football field. I once got a fortune of sorts. It said, a pessimist finds the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist finds the opportunity in every difficulty. Now, let me get two volunteers up here. Let me, real quick, Chris Robinson and, okay, Jack Wren. Come on up here. I'm going to do a quick visual demonstration of the power of focus. So Chris, put your hand out like this. I want to ask you, push on this paper. Okay? Chris is trying to push on this paper to break through it. Nothing's happening. His hand's all spread out, right? Yeah, come here. Focus. Push your finger. Push on that paper. Okay? Chris's hand is spread out. He's unfocused. All I did is told Jack to focus, to point his finger, the paper tore in half. That's it, guys. I know that's a real simple demonstration, but I think it's poignant. It's something you can easily remember. You're going to go through spread out, or you're going to go through focused. A friend of mine, he's a real estate agent from Chicago, Illinois, puts it this way. He says, most people aim at nothing and hit it with remarkable accuracy. Let me say that again. Most people aim at nothing and hit it with remarkable accuracy. You see, if you don't aim at anything, you're certainly going to hit it, because you haven't aimed at anything. But if you focus, if you really focus, and you're intentional, you've got a much better chance of being successful.